Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha and I currently overland full-time in my Jeep Wrangler. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving a full review about the Rtic 52 core ultralight cooler, which is one of their newest coolers they have out. I was torn between whether I wanted to do a cooler or do a refrigerator because, as you know, refrigerators for vehicles have come a long way. After doing some research, I realized I thought it was going to be just a lot of added stress. And now looking back on it, I know it would have been a lot of added stress. Reason being is just because I like to stay in certain areas for 3 to 4 days at a time. And sometimes I don't have great solar because I'm in the forest. So there's a lot of tree coverage. Then I would be having to strictly run off of solar and have my refrigerator hooked up the entire time. So long story short, I am glad that I decided to go the cooler route. The reason that I didn't go with a Yeti is because just I honestly I just think they're overpriced. I'm just going to say it. So, and I also didn't know if I wanted to get a Yeti and then down the line realize I actually want to do a refrigerator, and then I just spent $400 on a cooler. So I did get the Rtic 52 core almost as soon as it came out, but I did get it on sale for like Memorial Day or something like that. And I got it for $179.99. I was just on their website and I actually saw that some of their colors are on sale for $149.99 right now. So jump on that if you are able to, because this is an amazing cooler. I'm actually going to be showing you a little hack at the end. Stay tuned for that. I got my 52 core ultralight on sale for $179.99. I was just on their website and I saw that they were actually running a sale on certain colors for $149.99. So what I'm saying is if you're able to be patient, be patient. They do often run sales and you are often able to get a great deal. It has drain plugs on both sides. One is slightly bigger than the other one, but I don't know if it really makes that big of a difference. But I guess if you really need to get it drained quickly, you could open both of them. Each cooler does come with one basket and a divider. This divider is filled with liquid of some sort so that you can freeze this, which I thought was a really cool feature. And I love that they included it too. So one and one. And I actually went ahead and purchased a second basket for this, and I used my cooler for storing both my dry food and my refrigerated food. So the bottom is where I kept all my refrigerated food with the ice, and then up on the top is where I would keep all of the food that I would like dry. And then in addition, if I needed to keep any of my other food from getting wet that was refrigerated, I would keep it in sealable quart containers like the ones that you get from the Chinese food places. Keep things from getting waterlogged as well too. But anything that is up here is also considered refrigerated as well too. So if something didn't need to be super cold, I could keep that up here, like my cold cuts and stuff like that. I was able to have everything stored in here, and then it's also sealed as well too, which is going to help with smells, which is going to help with animals and everything like that. As I said, I stored all of my food in here, and the only thing that I would say is just like don't put anything that's like cardboard in here, because even if it's in the dry area, it's going to get moist from it being cold, and then it's just going to get soggy. So anything cardboard, just get rid of and put it either into like Ziploc bags or separate, like I said, like sealable containers. The other great feature that I really loved about this cooler is that everything is replaceable. Everything from these, which these are also great, these are just rubber closures, and you're even if it's like overfilling a little bit, you're able to like stretch these a little bit and get them to lock. As we know, I am super hard on everything. So the other thing is you can get the gasket up here replaced. So if you just happen to like puncture it, or you're like me and you're overfilling it time and time again, it's eventually going to get warped. So you can replace just the gasket, you can replace the rubber closures, you can replace these handles, you can replace the valves, which the only issue that I did have is that this has this came off of the little leash. I mean, it was easy enough just to fix it and loop it back on, but I could see myself down the line losing that, and then I would be screwed. So that is literally the only issue that I had with this cooler the entire time that I was out. I've taken my front seat out and I built this little platform, as you can see, and that was just to make my life easier getting it in and out, and then also being able to drain it a lot easier without having to take it in and out every single time. Because even though this is an ultralight cooler, once it's filled with ice and water and food, it is still heavy. I can still carry it. I will say that I can still lift it in and out of my Jeep when it is completely full, but it is a pain. So all of this just made this so much easier for me to be able to get this here. But then I'm able to just take this and be able to drain it super easy. Face wash all over me. In addition, this is also a nice workstation for me. I put my laptop up here, or I have my things charging up here. So it also doubles nicely to have a stand-up workstation. The biggest complaint that everybody had about this cooler, because you know me, I read the reviews of everything, is that one of the accessories that they make for their coolers is a cushion top so that you can sit on this, whether it be in the boat or in the back of your truck or anything like that, and makes it a little bit more comfortable. I would say 75% of the reviews that were left were people complaining that they do not make a cushion for the 52 Ultralight. So what I did was this is actually the cushion for the 65 quart. And I went ahead and ordered it because what I want to do is this is already kind of like a little bit of an extension of my sleeping platform where I like to like keep my feet up and use it as like a little bit of a coffee table. But it would be nice if it was actually cushioned and I could just kind of have like an L shape set up in there. So what I did was order this, and as you can see, it's not that much bigger. So, and it's going to be perfect for me because I actually have a small gap in between my cooler and my sleeping platform. But even if you wanted to use this, so as you can see, it overhangs here a little bit, but this is actually going to be perfect for me because this is exactly where the gap is. So, but as I said, if you wanted to still order this, it does fit, it does work. You have to make sure that basically like these straps, actually, you know what? Oh, a little better like this. Yeah. So basically, you're just going to have to make sure that these are going to be in these little inserts. So you might have to like, as I said, but as you can see, it works, it fits. You can still open and close, no problem. It also has this little bag over here for a cup and your phone, keys, stuff like that. So as I said, you know, I bit the bullet. I went for it because I was like, if it doesn't fit, I'll just send it back. But if you did want to order it, it does fit. I'm hoping they do come out with it because, as I said, there are so many reviews of people being like, make the cooler cushion for the 52 Ultralight. So, as I said, I'm pretty sure they will eventually make it. But if you are impatient like me, do know that this will work on it. Even with the cushion not being the right size, you're still able to use the rope handles just fine. So basically what I'm going to have to do is drop the legs on my cooler platform just to make it a little more flush with the sleeping platform. And I'm going to test that out because I would eventually like to build this platform a little more sturdy, but we'll see what happens. far as ice retention, I did start overlanding in August in the Northeast. It was 95 and 100% humidity for like the first couple of weeks that I was out there. And at that time, I will say that I was having to get ice every other day. And I would like pack it as full as I could, but since I have the baskets in there, I'm not necessarily able to fill it all the way to the top. First, they do recommend pre-chilling it, and what they mean by that is before using it, putting ice in it just so that the inside of it gets cool, so that you're not then burning through the ice. That's what pre-chilling is. Just coming up back the Northeast in December, I had ice in here for almost an entire week. And as I said, I don't fill it all the way to the top. So the ice retention on this is great. The only other issue I will say is that it did slightly condensate every once in a while, even though it is the double insulation. There were times that it did get insulated, especially like around the plug area. It didn't leak, but the area around the plug seems to be more condensated than the others. But that's going to happen. It has cold stuff inside of it. It's 90 degrees outside. It's eventually going to happen, especially the insulation. My Jeep is all windows, and this hardtop is not insulated at all. So that was like a true test. I mean, it's like being outside basically, maybe even worse because it's holding all that heat and then it has the black hardtop. So I will say the ice retention on it is amazing. And after 100 days of my abuse, it has held up perfectly. So 10 out of 10, 100% recommend. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like videos where I review some of the stuff that I have used at Overlanding, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, subscribe, share it with a friend, like it. I'll see you guys on the next one.